Hey, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Owner's Box. I'm Billy Koch, founder and managing partner of the Little Red Feather Racing Club. Michelle Yu is dancing for some reason and eating.
I am eating.
And the hair, we always comment on the hair. It looks like the hair, it looks like you went right. Let me just guess. You went riding this morning. You were doing all your stuff. You did your kids' stuff. Then you quickly, nope, you didn't shower. You did not shower. You just
Did
let
not
it go.
shower.
No time
Didn't
for a shower.
I literally didn't even get to ride this morning because I did Pilates. So I just cleaned stalls. I was just a
Whoa,
glorified groom and turned horses
Pilates.
out, and then I came home.
Can you show us some of your Pilates moves? You lay back. Oh, that's for chest.
Well, you have
Wow.
you have these
You have the
straps.
bands, right?
Yeah, the bands. So when
I've
you
been
do
doing
that,
that too.
it's supposed to squeeze and it's supposed to be for here.
Yeah. I've
I don't
been
know.
working out. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you?
I've had 5 workouts in the last 2 weeks and I basically can't move. But my kids were making so much fun of me for my man boobs.
Your
They
man boobs.
yeah,
They
they
make shirts for that. They make
yeah, I don't
nice
know.
tight shirts.
I'm just gonna actually not try to cheat. I'm gonna try to work out. I've tried to eat better, but of course today you'll love this. My I don't even know how old he is. I think he's 10. My 10-year-old nephew is a huge Philadelphia Phillies fan, so I'm surprising him. And I bought tickets. I bought a ticket, and his dad bought him a ticket. And I'm surprising him and taking him out of school to go to the game. So I have to
No
leave him with another. Yeah,
way.
yeah, so we're going to the Phillies Dodgers game
That
today.
is
So that's really exciting.
awesome.
Yeah, we have a great show. We have Ruben Islas and Michelle Arthur, and their group is called Dutch Girl Holdings and Irving Ventures. And they have had immediate
Crazy
success in our game,
success.
like
Hmm.
ridiculous. I mean, Artislas last year, Queen Maxima, Proletariat, and of course, Intrepido, that is going to be, I assume, one of the top four choices in the Breeders'
Yeah,
Cup
for sure.
Juvenile.
I think Ted
Obviously,
Noffy's probably going to be the favorite.
I was going to say all roads lead through Ted Noffy, who has been absolutely unbelievable in his 3 career starts for Spendthrift Farm, our good friends at Spendthrift Farm, and Todd Pletcher. He is the obvious favorite. I felt like, where are the Bafferts? We beat where's Brandt and Boyd?
Well, Brant obviously didn't run in that race. So I'm not
Right.
sure if they just want to bring him in fresh or
Yeah.
what, or they wanted to try to get something else qualified. I don't know what the thought process was
Yeah.
behind it.
I love when you say
Um,
thought process.
no idea about Boyd, and we do know that Napoleon Solo, who was
He's
a
out.
crazy winner, is
Yeah.
out.
I just think it's like, I don't know. I just think it's amazing our world right now. I mean, that Chad Summers came out and said, "Oh, I think he'll probably bounce in that race." Like, it's the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. It's $1 million, and it's like one of the biggest races of the year.
I think
And
it's
you're
$2
just,
million.
as it might be $2 million. It's
Well,
just, I don't know.
I guess that's
Listen, I don't own or listen. Here's what I tell people all the time, Michelle. I'll do my
mhm.
soapbox early today while you eat. You can criticize other people for their decisions, but you don't own or train the horse.
Right.
I'm sorry, I forgot to silence my phone right now. I'm going to do that right now.
Well,
Hold on
and
one sec.
there is something to be said, I guess, for doing what's best by the horse, bounce or not. You know how quick people chuck
Yeah,
horses away and whatever. Maybe this is what's best for this horse.
absolutely. That's what I'm saying. So I'm sorry. I don't want to criticize. Like, I don't want to criticize, but this
Mhm.
is like a very big race. And if we start skipping Breeders' Cup juveniles, like, where is that going to leave us? It's like the best horses aren't really there, and that's what
Right.
the Breeders' Cup's supposed to be.
So
That's
look,
basically my
Dano bypassing the Breeders' Cup as well.
same thing. Like, I guess the Breeders' Cup is not as important as it used to be. So I don't know. I don't know. It's scary. But we had some other big races, some juvenile races. Did you see our little dude?
Oh yeah.
I I I see the day. So Michelle already picks up her picks,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at the board, and I'm like, and she gives like 4 horses, and she didn't pick our horse anywhere later than planned, cutting back. He'd been ranking his other 2 races, and then we had this great idea that turned into a great idea. It might not have been a great idea at the
Yeah.
time to cut him back. Just let him roll out of there. You don't have to take a hold. They're going to outrun him early, and you can come with a big run late. He was really fit. So I texted Michelle like a couple hours before the race and was like, need to use our horse in there, pal.
Yeah. Billy's like, "Where's my horse?" I'm like, "Really? Shit." So then I did verbally say, Billy told me you should play this horse for sure.
Yeah, he's
And
10-1 too. That was a
he
great
ran
price.
past the other horses like they were tied to posts.
Yeah, he's a cool little horse. He's a little dude, and but he's really cool. And hopefully he'll get into the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Sprint. We had a lot of other. Obviously, we talked about Intrepido beating all the Bafferts.
Mm-hmm.
Christofferson looked like. Yeah, let me say something about this. It doesn't matter if you're Bob Baffert or anybody. It is very difficult for a horse to win a sprint race and then go into a graded stake and win a race long. In the old days, there was a reason that guys like Charlie Whittingham and Frankel and all these guys developed their horses, and they always say, always, it was 2 routes to a sprint. I mean, two
Yeah,
sprints to
two
a route.
sprints to
Excuse me,
out.
two
Mm-hmm.
sprints to a route. That was like the rule of thumb. Nowadays, we don't do that anymore. If a horse looks like he wants to run long, we just run him long. And it's hard. And we have one coming up that we really like that ran short once. And now he's going to run long. And I was hoping we would run twice long, but my trainer got the better of me. So he's in
Well,
on Monday.
it's so hard because then people are like, oh, they want to give up on him. Oh, we trained and then you didn't run any good. And it's
Right.
hard to
It's
get people
very
to
difficult. The perception of running fourth in a sprint with a horse that you want to run long is very difficult for people to
mm-hmm.
handle, for owners to handle. Hey, we paid 200,000 for this horse. You said he was a good horse. It's
Yeah.
difficult, but horses develop. We talk about this
Yes.
all the time on this show. Let the horses develop. You're not going to win every race. Let them get better and better and better and better.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And
just
sometimes you have pedigree to be a 3-year-old, but your horse is ready to run it too. It's like, okay, just don't get your hopes up, but doesn't mean the horse can't be good.
Right.
Right.
I agree. I
mm-hmm.
totally agree. Yeah, that's it. What other races? Because I was only focused on our own races as usual.
Well, we had Keeneland.
Oh, Keeneland had a massive
we
day.
had Fall Stars. So we had Schwarzenegger. We had
he was impressive.
The craziest week ever for Spendthrift Farm. What do I say? Spendthrift had a hell of a year this week. Yeah. I mean, they won the 2-year-old fillies race.
Yeah. Via disqualification.
And then they ran the 2-year-old boys race. So the Alcibiades and the Breeders' Futurity. So that was Tommy Joe and what's his name?
Did you think there was going to be an inquiry in there? Do you want to talk about it really quickly before
when I saw it, I said that horse is coming down. And I was sitting with Zoe, and Zoe was like, no. So who's the rider? And she was like, Luan Machado. I'm like, coming down. They have like a hate out for him, right?
Listen, the horse here's my theory on that. Because everyone will say, well, that other horse wasn't going by. There's no way. And I'm like, okay, but here's the thing. You don't know that for sure. You can't 100% say that Tommy, it didn't look like she was going to go by, but you can't say she wasn't going to go by. The other horse came and knocked right in front of her. I mean, you just can't do that. I thought there had to be an inquiry. I thought they made the right call.
Well, and then Ned Toffee won the Breeders' Futurity, which he looked
we talked about that.
Awesome. And then the Spinster.
Yeah.
Which we saw the defeat of Torpedo Anna, and that might be the end of her career.
Yeah. Well, don't we want to talk about the winner?
Gin won for Brendan Walsh, which great for Brendan Walsh because I feel like Brendan Walsh has had a hell of a year with running seconds and dirt, right? I mean, he's had all these horses run like good and then just get beat by, a powerhouse performance of some sort. So good for him to have a big win like that with Gin. I thought Nitrogen ran a hell of a race. We have a 3-year-old filly who's a grade 1 winner on 2 surfaces who
was it. Hey, let me ask you this. All those races, other than Ned Toffee, I just felt like all those races, they all looked like they were crawling at the end of the race. Was that just my imagination? I didn't even look at the times to be honest with you. But like they just I don't the Nitrogen Gin race, like, does that mean you like some of them in the Breeders' Cup distaff? I don't think so. I think Baffert on his home course with Cavallari and then Seismic Beauty. I think Seismic Beauty might be the horse to beat in there. So anyway,
I mean, she very well could be.
Hey, are we going to do our Breeders' Cup draft?
Yeah, we need to get on. Who are we going to invite?
Well, Jay Pridman loves it. Gabby, I think, loves it. Didn't we have just us 4, or did we have one more last year? We had one more, right? Who else do we have? Mike Joyce. Didn't we have Joyce? Yeah. Let's see if we can get the crew back together. Now, I think you have a couple of announcements to make, Nicole. I just called you Nicole.
Who is Nicole?
Who's Nicole?
Who is Nicole?
I don't know. My brain is fried. I don't even know anybody named Nicole. Oh, yes, I do. My kid's friend, Nicole. I'm just trying to help you because you're eating, so I'm trying to help you talk. But I
I'm
think you
almost
have a
done.
couple announcements to make that are like upcoming sales. Don't we have some kind of
A
advertisements
read?
before Ruben and Michele jump on?
I'm sure we do. Let me pull it up.
All right, while you pull it up, what else do you want to talk about?
Okay, so I'm having a problem with my computer. Like my whole thing doesn't want to work. So give me a second.
No,
Um, I want to also talk about Spendthrift also winning the Surfer Girl at Brave Dead because that filly ran huge.
which one are we talking about?
Brave Deb.
Oh yeah, she ran really good.
Really big,
Does
right?
that make her? I just don't think. I think if
She's
you're
not going to
thinking
beat
about,
the Euros, but
I think if you're thinking about it right now, take the Euros. Just
yeah.
take the Euros. Take the Euros in those turf races. They
Oh, it was
just
the Arc de Triomphe this weekend too. If you talk
yes.
about Euros,
Talk about Euros, but I don't think either of those horses are coming for the Breeders' Cup. Oh, maybe Mini
probably
Hawk.
not. Is she
I think maybe.
really?
Well, I do a lot of research on the Breeders' Cup turf. I can't imagine why.
Hmm. I can't
So
imagine why. Okay, so let me give this quick read, and I think we have
yeah.
Michele jumping on.
Okay.
So, for next week, it is the New York bred racing sale. So, oh no, the mix sale. Sorry, do not miss the
Yeah.
Saratoga mix sale coming October 14th. Since its inception in 2012, the Saratoga Fall Mix Sale has been a destination for broodmares and weanlings, especially those sold in New York. Additionally, you won't want to miss the action-packed New York Bred Stakes schedule on October 25th at Belmont at the Big A. The day will feature that's nine, New York Bred Stakes across a huge weekend of racing that leads up to the Breeders' Cup. The racing will highlight the strong New York bred program that is unsurpassed in purses of any regional state bred program. The New York Thoroughbred Breeders is an organization dedicated to the advancement of the New York bred program across the breeding and racing industries. Part of the New York bred growth includes 181 million in total purses this year, with membership incentives including the monthly magazine, free entrance to our facilities, and discounts. Log on to nytbreeders.org/membership for more info.
And a New York bred just won the Coolmore Mile.
Who?
Going to be one of the favorites in the Breeders' Cup Mile. That cool horse for Will Walden.
Will Walden's horse, yeah.
Yeah. What's his name?
Rhetorical.
I get him confused with redistricting. Is that bad? That's like Nicole
That's
and Michele.
Browns, right?
Yeah. Rhetorical looks good. I like Rhetorical. I like Euros.
So I did see Michele log in, but she's not there right now.
Okay. Well, we'll just wait for her and Ruben. Hey, I have a question for you. Ready for a hard one? Okay, you're Umberto Rispoli, and you have to either ride Johannes or Formidable Man in the Breeders' Cup Mile. How long does it take for you to think about it?
I'm done. I thought.
Johannes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I could make a case to ride Formidable Man.
I mean, I could. Let
me just make my case. I agree. Johannes is probably the right call, and I'm rooting for Rispoli and Matt Nakatani. But I did have an interesting thought in that Formidable Man's 6 for 6 at Del Mar. He's a year younger. He's very fresh. He won the two big races at Del Mar this summer. And Johannes, he's only run twice this year. He's third off the layoff. Obviously, he was impressive last time, but I could say, who did he beat?
Yes.
Beat several of the same horses as Formidable Man. I thought Formidable Man run really easily. Plus, if you look at the overall, like, who does Rispoli ride for? He rides journalism for McCarthy. Does he ride a lot for Tim Yakteen and those connections?
No,
not really. So I'm just throwing it all together, and I think yes, probably Johannes. He ran second last year. But if you look at the overall package, I don't think it's a snap your fingers and you automatically say Johannes. I think there should be some thought put into it.
I think though, if Rispoli were to ride Formidable Man, I think that there are several riders that would fit Johannes wonderfully.
Well, I think the other way too. Why wouldn't you say that about Formidable Man?
Because when Rispoli ride, this is not like a knock against him.
All right, I'm going to bet you $1. I'm going to bet you $1 right now.
Okay.
$1, and I'll take Formidable Man, no matter with whoever he gets.
Head to head.
Head to head.
Okay.
All right.
Let's make it 5.
No, $1. I don't bet $5. It's
okay.
Too much.
All right. Head to head,
Right.
Johannes and Formidable Man. All right.
Okay.
Ruben and Michele are both here.
All right, let's go.
I wasn't like attacking Rispoli, but I think that horse could be more forwardly placed, and he always has him really far back. Someone else might let him.
Don't attack Rispoli. He's my guy.
I'm not. He's had a hell of a week, and he's not jockey of the week. I don't know who should be because
All right, bring him on. Bring on Michele and Ruben. I'm tired of listening to you. Oh, they're together. Oh, wait. Can you guys squeeze a little
Hold on. I can fix that.
Oh,
hold
wait.
on.
Oh, Michelle's going to do this. Okay, hold on.
There we
go. That's better. That's so much better. Hi, guys.
Hey. Oh, hang on. Can't see you. Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
We're good. We're good. First, congratulations. Welcome to the owner's box. I mean, you guys have really made the big time now. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Well,
so much
why did you just say
excitement.
Ruben on his thing, though, Michele? You need to put Ruben and Michele. I don't like that. See
no, that's his. He does that.
He
so
did that.
on like the ad,
all right, Michele, we apologize to you.
We have no idea what we're doing.
No, you guys look phenomenal, first of all, and but we need to hear. Listen, you guys are pretty new to the game. This has not been like 10 years. This is like feels to me like two and a half years. I mean, Michele and I were just talking about Islas last year because we ran against you all the time. Queen Maxima. Obviously Intrepido that we're going to talk about, and then Proletariat also won down at Del Mar. You see those you guys have classic silks now with the orange and the black and the white. But how did this all come to fruition? How did you guys get into racing?
About 8 years ago, Ruben?
Yeah, it's about 8 years. So I got invited by Jules and Michele to come out to do a tour at the racetrack, and with Joel.
So I bought that package at a charity golf tournament that I was running.
Oh my gosh! No way!
Amazing.
Yeah,
and Mike Pender was the trainer.
He was the trainer at the time, and so we got talked into doing this thing. And now, as a kid, my family, my father's side of the family, they were actually jockeys in Agua Caliente in TJ.
Nice.
So I had been around jockeys and horses and all that as a kid. And just very little. I mean, there were workers there and trainers, like, working with horses. And so I was around them, and I always wanted to own a racehorse. And I was like, this sounds cool. Let's go look at this thing. And the opportunity opened up.
But the idea was we weren't going to buy a racehorse. You're just going to meet the trainer, go behind the scenes.
Right.
That's
her
how
idea.
That's always what happens. You go and visit, and then did you pet a horse?
Mike
Hold on, what? I can't hear you. Say again?
Oh, I said that's always how it happens. Like you go and then you get to pet the horse, and then you end up falling in love, and then you own 5.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. Exactly.
Well, it's so funny because Mike brought out, when we were done, he brought out this horse named Lord Adair.
Lord Adair.
He goes, there's still you can still get in on this horse, and he's got the eye of the tiger. And we're like, yeah, cool. And so now we keep saying Mike's got the eye of the tiger.
Mike Pender's got the eye of the tiger.
Friggin', that's amazing. You basically revitalized his career. I mean, he's not training anymore, but is he your full-time bloodstock agent? Is he who's gone out?
100%. Like he's the guy. He's the guy, and it's just it's been a really fun, crazy trip, and we're on a really good run, right? We're very fortunate, but it really all goes back to Mike. And Mike went through a rough patch, and we became so friendly with him, and he just became family. And
he's definitely like my brother.
Yeah, and Michele and I talked to each other, and we're like, I believe in Mike, and so we stuck with him. Really, that's what happened.
That's amazing.
We stuck with him. We love the guy, and it's beyond the horses. It really is a friendship. And so we said, look, we're going to give you some money and go find us something.
Something good.
Because we really enjoyed the Lord Adair times, and and there were head for business and these other horses.
I think we realized we had to spend some more money.
Exactly. Because we were like kind of in the claiming game, and we were kind of in the outskirts of the game, which I loved. I mean, it was great. But we got so addicted and really believed in Mike. I think if it would have been anybody else, I don't think we would have jumped in like this.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
And then,
So what?
you know,
Hey, let me jump in there, Ruben, real quick. So what was it? So you start this like 8 years ago. You have this horse that you kind of like, but you're in the claiming ranks. You're and you wanted to do more. What were the discussions? Because a lot of people listen to this and they're trying to get into the game. What were the discussions like with you and Michelle your bloodstock agent that I just Pender that said like, hey guys, we need to step it up.
You're tired of losing.
yeah, you know what it is? It's like it's FOMO. You know,
Right.
you see these people in the winner's circle, and you're like, well, how do I get there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, that's fun. And you know, I'm at a point in my career, in my life, where everything is about fun. You know, from for the last, I don't know, 20 years or so. Just, you know, I make movies. I'm in horses. I do stuff that's fun.
Yeah.
And so the discussion was, and Jules and Michelle, Jules is my business partner and Michelle's husband. Michelle's my partner in the horses. We all live by a motto, which is live a great story. And this just really fit into that.
There's
Wow.
my pet too.
Yeah,
Does
they
it say
have
live a
tattooed
great
on their
story?
hand. Live a great story.
That's amazing. I got the chills.
Yeah. And so just we all kind of collectively fell in love with the horses and Mike and said, let's take a run at it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're having success beyond our wildest dreams, but man, are we having fun.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, this is amazing. And you know, being around such beautiful, majestic animals, and really, you know, Michelle and I talked about this the other day. We had a horse whose name escapes me, who got sick on us.
Gucci, Gucci.
Gucci, Gucci.
Gucci, Gucci.
Yeah, she got sick on us, and she was up at UC Davis, and we found out that she needed a surgery that was quite pricey, and you know, there was a choice of like put her down or
Well, she'll never be able to race.
should never be able to
Yeah.
race.
Yeah.
And Michelle and I had the conversation. It was very brief about you got to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you got to always do the right thing.
It wasn't an option.
No, I mean,
Right.
but you have the discussion, and it was also because Mike Pender is really the same way, and so is Jeff Mullins.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you privately, you know, when we have discussions about what the right choice is for any of our horses, it is always what is right for the horse.
That's
And
really
that-
funny. It's really funny you say that, Ruben, because obviously we've had horses with Mullins. I've known Jeff for a long, long time, as has Michelle Yu. I'm going to say Michelle Yu so we don't get confused. And people ask me all the time, they're like, man, that Mullins, he's just this big, you know, he's a bodybuilder and
Right.
the whole thing and the
He's
whatever.
tender.
And I'm like, what? And they're like, what is Mullins like? Is he an and I'm like, no, Jeff's nice. Like Jeff's like a nice guy. Like there's no. So obviously, how did that come about? Was Jeff training your horses before, or was that a Pender move over to Jeff?
That
It was
a
Pender. Pender, yeah. And we were with Bob Hess for a minute, and we love Bob.
And
Yeah.
Bob has senior.
Bob Hess Senior, and you know, he passed
Mhm.
away.
Yeah.
And we talked to Mike, and Mike said, you know, my goal is to get over with Jeff. I said, great, you know, and now we are like this. We like to call ourselves a kind of a beautiful little dysfunctional family, you know.
Ruben
That we are.
Islas and Michelle Arthur joining us here on the Owner's Box. I'm going to ask Michelle, who comes up with these great names? Because
Mm-hmm.
there
Artist
are some,
Loss
there
and
has to be, I mean,
Well, that
Yeah.
is another.
Proletariat.
Artislas, like what are who is there a group? Do you guys vote? Like what is the
We
deal?
we have a little messenger group called Racehorse Junkies. And
Oh my
so,
God, I have a Racehorse Junkies messenger group.
Do you
That's
really?
amazing.
And so we just sit on there, and you know, it's always kind of like, okay, it's your turn now, or it's your turn.
Yeah.
But we always, it's so easy. It's like we're all on the same thinking path. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
one word that sounds fast. So
Yeah.
I can tell none of your
Proletariat.
groups coming up with Billy
but like
Likes
a
Murder.
name.
Well, yeah. So I think Jules actually came up with Proletariat.
Yeah, Jules My husband came up with proletariat.
Yeah, and we were talking about a Peter O'Toole book called Confederacy of Dunces, which is about the proletariat and the working man, and all these things. And we're like, this is the working man's horse, like the proletariat. We love it. Like we are, Jules and I and Michelle, we were all immigrants.
Yeah.
And so the proletariat,
right,
immigrant, right, and so we're all first generation Americans.
Yeah,
and
immigrants, they get the job done.
Yeah, we came from nothing, and we've been very fortunate in our business. Jules and I have been partners for 26 years now.
That's great.
Wow.
And so it's kind of it's the American story, For me, it's really special because I grew up in Logan Heights, Barrio Logan, and Del Mar is like right here. And so as a kid, I went to the track in my teens for the first time and fell in love with it. So anyway, Jules came up proletariat. Intrepido, I think I told the story that
I said intrepid.
She said
and
intrepid.
It was taken.
Yeah.
And you went
So I said,
Intrepido.
Well, add an O to it. I speak Spanish. I'm Mexican. Like Intrepido.
Si, senor. Hey, we speak Spanish
And I
on the
came
Owners
up with
Box.
Artislas.
Artislas.
Arthur Islas.
Arthur.
That's
Oh, there you
Okay.
go.
And then-
Everyone screws it up if it's Artislas or Artislas, which makes me insane.
I like
Michelle, you know
Artislas.
what? We love it. It's really funny because
I think
it's
it was the first
Intrepido,
races.
Intrepido. It's like it's everywhere, right?
Yeah,
Well,
but
let's talk
Artislas,
about
the first-
Intrepido because he punched his ticket to the Breeders' Cup Juvenile with that big win over the weekend. Oh, I think they're and going into that race, I mean, you had 1-2 turns. You had beat Baffert already in that race, and now here comes Baffert with his army. What were you and Jeff and Mike and everybody that the great fun team talking about kind of before the race? Were you confident going in?
I was.
Yeah, I really felt good because I saw what he had done in the last race that he won.
But also in the discussions with Jeff about the training.
Yeah.
Where Jeff had really worked every angle.
He really trains the horse.
And the horse just responded. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can speak good Spanish to Hector Barrios because he really doesn't understand English very well.
Exactly.
No,
well, what's funny
you try and tell
JJ,
Hector something in Spanish, he'll tell you, I don't speak Spanish, only English.
I don't either. I speak.
JJ, Juan Hernandez, he's actually from a little town in Veracruz, and he rides Queen Maxima for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, Juan, I've been to Perote. And when I tell you it's a small little town, I mean, it is a tiny little town. Like, what are the chances that I have visited his hometown?
That's amazing.
So, yeah, I love the whole Latino connection. It's great.
Sure.
Great.
Absolutely. What are we? So now we're going to the Breeders' Cup. I mean, if you run in the Breeders' Cup before, forgive me if I haven't done my homework.
No. Well,
That's
Artislas was supposed to get in last year. He won.
Yeah, but you got DQ'd.
He got DQ'd. Yeah,
I hate that horse that beat him. We own that Ironman Cal. He's terrible. What a lousy horse that horse is.
So,
sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, at least
that
we
was
made
hard.
you
That
look
was
good.
rough.
We went and ran second in the Breeders' Cup. I mean, that was good.
No, it's so
Yeah.
excited for you.
But
He's like, yeah, great for you, Billy.
We would have won at the Breeders' Cup against you.
Yeah, there you go. So how many people? What are the Breeders' Cup plans? Do we have? Is this the whole family's coming? What's going on?
Yeah, I've got my one son who lives in San Diego. He's coming. We've got some Cajun family that that adopted us who are all showing up.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are
I'm going to tell you one thing.
Yeah,
I'm Mexican.
So everybody's coming. There's a
Exactly.
bus. All my
I'm
tias and my
going to spend the
tios.
winnings on tickets.
Yeah.
you guys should have the sombreros, like Intrepid, instead of like ball caps, make like great sombreros that say Intrepido. That would be amazing.
Intrepido.
Who came up? We like all the colors. I'm a big believer in silks and that they should mean something. Michelle's got her orange watch on. Who came up with these silks? Is that I don't want to be
Michelle.
You're the genius.
So I designed those, and then I put the little A and the I on the back.
Yeah, but I have a mental condition. I always wear black.
So he only wears black.
Yeah.
So no orange.
100 degrees and he's still in black.
I'm always in black.
And then the orange, of course, is the Dutch color.
She's Dutch.
There you go. That's
nice.
where you get Dutch Girl Racing.
Orange is my favorite color, so anytime I see orange, I just get excited.
Is there? Is
I
there
got my new orange iPhone.
She's got her orange iPhone.
I ordered one too.
They're great. I love it.
Is there something other than the race that you're most looking forward to Breeders' Cup week?
I think just the whole experience.
The whole experience.
Being there.
We've
never been in this position, so.
Yeah, I mean, when we went to Kentucky.
Oh, that was
for Queen Maxima. That was just such an amazing experience. Yeah, the Unbridled Sydney, Queen Maxima set a record there, and that was just such an amazing experience. It's that out of body kind of thing, and it's really kind of cool because really we don't really do anything. I mean, we say yes to the team, but it's like Mike and Jeff and everybody that works with him and the whole team. It's about all of us really uniquely, because obviously without them we do nothing, right? We're just cutting out a check. And so it's really nice to say yes to the right people and to celebrate with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because it's about them. You know, that's really what it's about.
It was.
Yeah, and it's really fantastic. I'll share a quick anecdote with you.
Sure.
I was at the bar the day of the race in Kentucky, and I'm sitting at the bar, and Michele has these great little pins that she made with our silk colors, and so I've got my pin on, and the bartender, this lovely young woman, she had one on. I said, "Oh, that's my horse. That's." She goes, "Oh, I met Jules and Michele last night," and I said, "I ordered an espresso martini because I was a little hungover and I was ready for the race." And this older gentleman from Kentucky was sitting about 2 chairs from me, also having a morning cocktail. And he said to me, "Wait, you own Queen Maxima?" I said, "Yeah, I've got my partners and we're doing this thing." He goes, wait, you own Queen Maxima?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Son, do you realize how lucky you are?" I said, "Well, maybe I don't think so." Explain to me. He goes, "Son, I've been in the game for 47 years and I've never sat in the chair you're sitting in."
Wow.
And he stood up at the bar and he made an announcement to the people having breakfast. I can't remember the name of the hotel. And he said, "Hey, everybody, this guy owns Queen Maxima, and she's going to win today."
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, thank you." He goes, "Young man, I got your drink on you." He goes, "I just want to know. I will treat you to that drink, but I want to know that you understand how lucky you are.
That's
how
great.
fortunate you are." And it always stayed with me. I mean, that's what it's about, right?
Right. Well, we talk
really
about
wonderful.
tattoos. Michele was talking about her tattoo. My tattoo says perspective. And I think we all need, that's what I taught my kids is like, just, how fortunate we are. And you guys absolutely said it best. And Ruben, that was, a truthful, these things happen in horse racing. And you know what? They happen to good people. And you guys are putting your energy, your time, obviously your money into this game, but you're also giving back. I think I ran into when we were doing the karma thing for Karmathon. I think I ran into you guys. Yeah, and I know, hopefully you can spread the word of aftercare as you guys start getting more and more of these types of horses. Michele and I are really into. Yeah, and it's just, but what's great is like, and Michele, this is what's good about our show. Like, no one, I don't, have you guys done any podcasts or have you been on any radio stage shows? No, but people need
first one.
See, we're the geniuses that said we need those people on there. And it's true, because these stories need to be told, because when people listen to your story, they too can say, you know what, I can do this as well. And we need more people like yourselves in this game. One last quick question, because I know, Ruben, you're swamped. Your assistant has told us 19 times that you're a very busy man.
What do you do? What do you do for a job?
How
many jobs?
I don't have. I have no jobs.
No jobs.
I've got a movie coming out. I tackled a very tough subject. It's called Final Vow. It comes out November 21st. It'll be in movie theaters and on Apple TV and Prime, I believe. It's about human trafficking. It's based on a true story about a nun in Latin America that was killed because she was trying to expose what was being done with these fake adoptions of young women. And in my movie, she survives. and
Wow.
has to make a decision. And Final Vow, it's wonderful. It
Okay.
won just about every award in the festival circuit.
And your nun is a badass.
And my nun is actually Christina, right? Who yeah, she's one of my people. She's a badass. Yeah,
That's awesome.
and then
I
I
thought
have
you were going to
another
say
movie.
Michelle was the badass. Was like
Well, that's true too. That's true too.
I'm not a badass.
Anyway, so I make movies, but I have lots of businesses, and Jules and I have a very nice real estate company, and I have, I like to. I'm only happy when I'm creating jobs or helping people, and it sounds corny as shit, I know, but it's really true.
No,
But
but
been
it's
very
real.
supporting the
fortunate in my
racing
life.
industry because you are supporting people and having jobs and
That's
helping
right.
people by having a racehorse in the horse industry.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
I want each of you to answer this question separately. I'll ask Michelle first. If someone's listening to this and they're saying to themselves, "Okay, I want to do what they do." How do they get involved? What kind of advice would you give them to someone that just wanted to start out in horse ownership?
Well, I think actually getting a tour of the track is great, and going back to the stables. That's kind of like when you just watch it on TV. I had one idea of horse racing, and then to go back and meet everybody, all the hands in the barn, and everybody who's involved. Um, Breezing in the morning, just experiencing the track. That to me, I knew I wanted to be involved after that.
It's a great point. That's a great point.
And
Not a lot of people bring that up, but it's really the live experience is what you're saying about really getting out there and feel the feels and smell the smells and try to get to know people that way. Ruben, same question.
I think it's a very special thing. There's a history, a long history of horse racing, and I from the outside, now am I an insider yet or am I not?
Oh yeah. You're an insider.
Yeah, and so from the outside, it seemed like it was going to be run by like a lot of like kind of arrogant people and kind of a closed off world. Well, that's kind of true, but it's also not.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like any industry, right? You can find and get from this industry anything you want from it, right? And it's the more I get involved and I talk to folks, because we're all experiencing the exact same joy, no matter what your walk of life is or what your socioeconomic level is. It doesn't matter. If you want to own a little piece of a horse, I guarantee you are as happy in the winning of that horse as the guy that owns, $30 million worth of horses.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly the same. It's a shared experience. It doesn't matter where you come from or what you've done, and you can enjoy that same thing. And I love that universality of it. It's available to all of us. And so I would say have them reach out to you. I mean, you do.
We appreciate that. That was not the intent of that, but that is great. No, you very well said. I know I speak for Michelle, and I can even let her speak since I've totally controlled this interview. I have no idea why. I just got really excited. But we wish you the best of luck. We will be fans. We are rooting for Intrepido. We are rooting. Is Queen Maxima running? Is Queen Maxima going to try to run in the sprint?
She will run. We are kind of figuring out. She kind of got beat up in the last race with the horse that jammed her up, and so we love her. She's going to have a beautiful career. And again, it's up to Jeff, and
he'll
so
pick the right time.
He'll do the right thing, and we're having discussions, but we always follow what Jeff says because he's going to do the right thing.
Selfishly, I'm going to be rooting for you because I play in a fantasy horse racing tournament, and I have Intrepido in my stable.
Beautiful.
Yes.
My partner just texted me. He's like, I forgot we drafted Intrepido. Good call, because we had the draft before they ran. And I was like, really? This is awesome.
Hey, from someone that's been at a lot of Breeders' Cups, not necessarily with runners, but just to be there, experience everything, take everything in, and just enjoy that week. It's a whole lot of fun. And actually the race becomes almost like second nature, because you've had so much fun that week. And then it's leading all up to that race on Friday, October 31st. Are you going to dress up for Halloween and come to the races? I heard a lot of people are doing that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Who don't listen to Billy? No one's dressing up for Halloween.
I don't know. I always wear black, so I don't.
We'll find you, Ruben. You'll be easy to spot. Thanks to both of you. We really appreciate the time today.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Bill. Thanks, Michelle.
All right. Good luck, guys.
They're awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
I
just kept talking. I don't know why.
It was great. It was perfect.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Michelle, I was so happy they came together. So we had Michelle and Ruben.
That was awesome.
And also, the world doesn't know, but we simultaneously, without speaking to each other, both tried to get the same guest.
That's amazing. Yeah,
I know.
That's really funny.
I was like, Billy, can you call Mullins? Because I tried to get in touch with Michelle on Instagram, but she didn't answer me. And Billy,
special thanks to my friend Lisa, who works with Ruben. So she hooked us up. So thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa.
That was fun. That was a fun show.
It was fun. I also love how introspective they both were, and I really love some of the lines that Ruben told us. I mean, I think that he was just really thoughtful. And
I was just going to say that word, thoughtful, like really giving just the insight that he's giving about, you could tell that he does really care, and he cares not only about the horses, which we all care about the horses, but also the people involved. Thought that was really nice. And listen,
he looks like George Clooney a little bit, doesn't he?
Like a Mexican George Clooney?
Hispanic George Clooney.
No, he said he's Mexican. Didn't he say he was Mexican? He said he was Mexican.
Yeah, but
he said that, not me.
Still.
Well, if he said it, I can say
looks
that.
Like George Clooney.
All right. Well, I think he'll take that as a compliment.
Okay.
Wait, I was going to say one other thing. Mike Pender, his career was over. So, kudos to these guys for bringing him back, and kudos to Pender for buying them a lot of nice horses. Very cool.
Because look, this horse Intrepido was pretty expensive. He was $385,000, but he has bought others along the way that certainly have not been anywhere near that price point. And like you heard them say, that they realized they had to spend more money, but he was buying good usable horses for a lot less. And it's just as they wanted to get better and improve, you have to spend a little bit more. And that one worked out.
That was great. That was awesome.
Super great.
Right.
Just since we are talking real quick about aftercare, Billy, the Retired Racehorse Project
going on right now.
Yes. So I don't know if you have noticed, but I know that you and I each have a horse from our stables that are in the Retired Racehorse Project this year, and they were both accepted as full ride sponsorships. So I forget who it was because I have to look it up in Karma, but someone donated a bunch of money, and they basically picked 4 or 5 people from California.
Nancy Messino.
Thank you.
Made a huge donation for Karma, and we are using those funds to, with our placement program, to provide funds for horses that go to the RRP.
Yes. So for California horses to go to the RRP, which is in Kentucky.
Right now, Lexington.
So very cool. For us, it's Big Rainbow. For you, is Lapeer.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Which I love. I love to see them.
And LRF Cares gave money to Lapeer.
Nice. Yeah. Mucho bueno. We always break our horses for riding horses rather than race horses when we start them. And that was the quote from the girl that has Big Rainbow, was like, oh, this horse didn't even miss a step. I took her from the racetrack. The next day we were, jumping over stuff. I'm like, not her first time.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
Super cool. And I love to see Dynamic One looked fantastic on the cross country course.
Syllabus, I think I saw.
Yes, Sibelius looked great.
Sibelius.
It's really cool to see these horses. Yeah. So follow along if you are interested in that. Coming up this weekend at the Great Race Place, we have a 4-day race week.
Yeah.
So we have Oktoberfest on Saturday and Sunday of this week and next week. And then, of course, because we have a Monday of racing, it's $2 Monday. So it's $2 hot dogs, $2 beers, and $1.
I love those $2 hot dogs.
Yes, I know. I don't eat the hot dogs the rest of the time.
I had a Pink's hot dog the other day.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Everyone that ate the Pinks, by the way, we raised almost $7,000 just on hot dog sales
to donate to
breast cancer.
It was great.
What do you like better, the Pink's hot dog or the regular hot dog?
No, Pink's with the chili. Are you kidding? I had chili, onions, mustard, cheese. It was awesome. That's really going to be good for my diet.
Yeah, I know, right? Good job, Billy. Hey, you just got to walk a little bit more.
I know.
And then
I gotta go. I gotta go to the Dodger game.
Oh, thank you, everybody. See you next week. Bye.
See you guys.